Hi, my name is Monde and I am the co-writer and producer of the short film Story of a Baked Brownie. So join me as we take a walk through making this visual poem piece. As we look behind the scenes with the cast and the crew and discuss what it means to be a baked brownie.
That it says for my femaleness and my femininity.
Hello, my name is Seppo.
Hello, my name is Jackie.
And
we are Story of a Baked Brownie.
How we came up with the name Baked Brownie. Baked because we've been baking since we can remember. We have been playing in the sun since we're little girls.
And brownie because of the different shades and textures of our skin.
When we went to college and found ourselves in a space of diversity, we tried to find a way of exciting ways of identifying ourselves in a multicultural city, and that's how the name came about.
Keep going, guys.
We're gonna do it again.
Being a baked brownie to me means you embrace who you are without putting any limitations.
If there's no way that I want her sweet on one of their faces.
The directing process was so beautiful. I really enjoyed it. But of course it comes with challenges because you have to deal with so many departments at the same time.
I'm not gonna worry about this hair. Yeah, this is me.
So working with the crew and cast was truly amazing. The crew was so professional. I felt like I was like in a major film set. And the cast, the girls were so lovely, like really, and they bonded, which is something that I really liked, that they got along so well. They just met one day and here they were, like just being baked brownies and being awesome.
Working with the crew was an amazing experience, from our amazing cast to our head crew, the director, the DOP, the production designer, the hair and makeup lady, and all our production assistants throughout the set.
Today's a great set day. Had a good time, beautiful environment, good stuff. Looking forward to a good shoot.
So after the shoot, we got to meet up with the ladies and we got to bond with them. We talked about the film itself and just how everyone felt about the project and their views on it. Everyone had such different views and they were also interesting.
We got a chance to know what it means to be a story of a baked brownie to them, and it was amazing to see and to hear that everybody had a different interpretation of what it actually means to be a baked brownie.
I think for me, living life as a baked brownie is one of those things where it's the most exciting, the most noble, but also the most scary and challenging thing that you can be born into this earth to do. Just knowing the sort of climate that we live in I love the freedom that comes with it. I love the expression, all the things that relate to my culture and what makes it rich. But there's also the inevitable sort of elephant in the room, the challenges that you face every single day, the sort of preconceived ideas some people come up with, and the having to walk into a space and then one, own that space, and you have to be so sure about who you are because the rest of the world isn't programmed in a way that they get it, not all the time.
Once I got to shoot on that Saturday, and then I understood there was Swing Summit, there's a unique part, and there is life, and there is beauty, and there is power. And I was like, okay, it seems like it's like a sort of empowerment, choosing people that kind of represent what you chose, each person kind of stood for it. So I was like, maybe it's a way, the story of a baked brownie. And Doka was saying, Erin, baked for me, it's like, you know when you baked?
Yeah.
It's either you baked, you are tired, or you were just really hungry and you know what you are and what you stand for. That's for me what I'm thinking, being a baked brownie, being unique. So it's like empowering representation, understanding who we are.
Being a black woman is now something that I want to be, and I'm comfortable being, you know. I see with like the kids at home, and they're like, oh, why is my hair like this, you know. But now, and then you're like, oh guys, you don't even know, like you're gonna grow and you're gonna know how nice it is, you know, to be who you are.
Exactly.
I remember one day I went to an interview that was totally like it was for something that I think I can use my brains for, and I was told that have you tried modeling or doing something like that. But this was at a panel where it's like I went to the university for this and I can do this, but don't just look at me and my shade and then think this is what you should be doing or this is what you can do. There is so much more that we can achieve if you look beyond what someone else looks like.
You come into the world, you're born that way. You can't start trying to change things. Like you can do something, you can relax your hair, you can do it, but you can only just enjoy who you are. Because you're with yourself 24/7. There's nobody else. You have to start to love yourself. And story baked brownie, that's what we talk about. Loving yourself. Whenever somebody tries to attack you, it doesn't matter.
It's a nice thing to be born in an era where black women are celebrated, and it's okay to have your natural hair. And what I like about that is choices. And I think that even as much as we have now we're celebrating more black women, and we're celebrating women having their natural hair and wearing their natural skin and not having to bleach their skin. I think that the fact that people have choices, like I love to wear my hair differently. I wear my weave sometimes, and sometimes I wear my natural hair. I like to have choices. So it's nice to be in such a time where we have choices.
But then when it comes to we being women and of all shades, of all color, of all race, I just think it's beautiful that we have all these ingredients, like you said, inside of us. As long as we know and aware that we have it, and then your choices come in, then you choose to be whatever, but don't lose the root of where you were.
I think the power isn't new. The taking away the fear of being brave enough to stand in it, that's what's new. And I think to what you're saying about young people embracing who they are is our hair's been this way, our skin's been this way for generations. People just didn't see, one, the power in standing in that truth, and also the fact that you can express it and still be called beautiful. And I think what's nice about the short film is all the things that are mentioned, the strength, the beauty, and courage, all of those things in the film are celebrated, but in every day, you need to know to celebrate it yourself because it will be challenged and it will be tested. And I think that's the sort of, that juxtaposition really makes me happy, is it's within you to be all the characters you saw in the film. You just need to almost pick those pieces out of yourself because they're there already.
The project as a whole is something that I truly enjoyed because it was beautiful. But I do have to mention that it was an overwhelming experience that I will even do again and again because I love it. I already know that it's going to be going to a few local film festivals in South Africa, and we're going to be screening it at independent cinemas. But I do want to see it reaching communities in South Africa and Africa, host events where we can play the short film and have women come together and discuss what they've watched and the way forward.
My hope for this project is I really hope that people can start to just appreciate themselves for who they really are. And even if, no matter how different we are as people, I hope that people can also celebrate their differences.
So my hope for this visual poem is that it reaches a wide range of baked brownies from all over the world. We must embrace and enjoy our strength, uniqueness, and diversity. As baked brownies of all shapes, sizes, and shades, we must stand together in unity and continue to be proud of who we are.
Thank you everybody. Bow, take a bow, it's a wrap. Yay! Woo.